Bright lights sitting on a set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running Rebels of UNLV. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the UNLV Rebels offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. An early test for this defense on 3rd and inches. Goes to the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a peek at them for the first time in this one. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Lewis wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Final play of the quarter coming. On 3rd down, going up top. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the...
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's White. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. He wants to throw. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw it again. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Fires left. Makes the grab. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. It's Smith. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Henry. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires downfield. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got some room to run. The 20. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, UNLV. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium. All kinds of running room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of time is getting him on the ground. Nice job by the big lineman.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just...
Open runway ahead. Oh, what a move! And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Rebels are flying down the field. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the moment. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Lewis to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. And the quarterback will be slugged down back at the 43. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught. To grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes his connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Going up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Lewis wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires and picked off.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been